This video is a cannon showcase showcasing my cannon. This cannon is meant to work on LemonCloud. It can shoot north, south, and east, west, so you don't have to worry about which way you're aiming. It is a 3-second button spammer. It is also a 255, so you can aim it at any height. It's a 16-hole pseudo, with each pseudo hole containing about 10 pieces of TNT. It has floating capabilities of 151 blocks going up and 72 blocks to the right. It has a theoretical range of 55 chunks. You can toggle OSRB by simply flicking this lever on or off. It just disables the sand here, or gravel. Doesn't need to be gravel. It drops 8 sand each side, making a 16-hole pseudo. It has a shot control here. So say you wanted to shoot 30 shots, you would put 30 blocks into here, or 30 items of whatever. It is a dropper, so you don't have to worry about it. And that means after 30 shots of the cannon, it will turn off before the 31st shot, so it won't fire and this clock will keep running. This makes it a true 3-second auto. For LemonCloud, you may want to change it to a 3.2 second or 3.1 second. As stated there, that's 3.2, that's 3.1. Just simply due to sandbots can't keep up with this kind of sand comp, you would need 2 of them. But this cannon only has one sand comp, so you're gonna have to stick with this. You're gonna have to stick with a 3.2 if you want to keep autoing, or if you just have sand stack really high and you're not firing too much, then 3-second will also do. If you're using sandbots, 3.2 or 3.1. But this cannon is capable of shooting 3 seconds. There is a lever on this just for on here. Autos are bannable on LemonCloud, so do not fire this with a lever. The Schematic will not have a lever, but you can put a lever on it. It is meant to be a button spammer, which is set up like so. There's not many cons to this cannon, other than the lava water mechanics on the server. So when you do bust a regen, you may need to lower your barrel if you are shooting through the same regen. Possibly. There's not really much you can do about that, except for change your X value on your guider, or your Z value, pretty much your floating guider. But just changing Y value fixes that quickly, and then you can bust down the regen farther if you want, because there's already water there. That's the only con about this, about regen busting, but that's on the entirety of LemonCloud. Not much you can do about that. To show that the cannon does shoot 255 and pseudos, I'm going to show you this cannon, which is pasted higher. So 255 is all the way up there by that piece of obsidian, and I do have walls there that I'll be firing at. I'll be shooting 10 shots to show that it does shoot 10 shots if you do put 10 items in there. If you do put 50 items in there, it'll shoot 50 shots. So firing. So what's going to happen is it's going to shoot and pseudo all the way down to bedrock. 16 holes. This is 3-second capability. On here, bedrock breaks at 5 TNT hits. I have 10 loaded into the pseudo. On LemonCloud, it is tested and it does break the same amount of holes in it. I said bedrock again. I meant obsidian. So what happens is this clock keeps going, but due to this block not being there, the entire cannon does not get fired. And yes, it does button spam. So to show you that, not firing cannon, but it does the exact same thing. Keep note of, do not press button too fast after. So don't click it and then click again. You're going to blow up cannon that way. Like that. If you double pulse it, that's not good. That's going to blow up cannon. So you just wait 4 seconds. So say I'm button spamming, and I have to stop firing, and I have to start firing again, 4, and then you can continuously fire. You have to wait until this clock is completely done, and this is a 3-second clock. OSRB does work also, just to showcase that quickly. I'm going to load up 2 shots. So OSRB is currently off. I'm going to turn it off now. When I fire, it'll be easy to see if OSRB does work or not. So there is currently a air gap in here which will not OSRB a wall. It will not bust a regen wall. But when OSRB does get turned on, and if I fix the wall, firing once, OSRB sand will get taken down also. If you saw it there for a split moment, it did stack gravel, and there's now water in here. And you see it does stack, it does push water in barrel height. So that's good. One quick tip about this cannon and the Schem is there's a piece of glass right here. This indicates which direction it shoots and which direction it's floating. So on the longer kind of axis is obviously the forward motion, and to the right, the cannon always floats to the right. That's why this glass is over here. So this cannon fires forward and then to the right. So wherever this glass is, whichever position this glass is on the cannon is going to fire in that direction. Now to show you how to water cannon, watering cannons are pretty simple. So for this, you can simply place water here, here, and here. I'm just gonna water the entire cannon, so you can just watch me as I do this. It's very simple. I'm just gonna get all the back boosters first. Get all the boosters. There are 2 stairs you have to look for. There's one over here and there's one on the other side of the cannon. Break that glass. Get in here. Don't forget your sand boosters. These are very important. There's a booster in here. When you do go to the sand booster, you want to place a piece of water there. This is the other stair booster you have to be careful about, as it does get frequently missed. Sand booster again. So you got this one booster in the center that also needs to be watered, simply like that. And now for the bigger components. There's a way in through here. You can just fly in. You don't have to place water down here, as just watering the top will suffice. You can spam it if you want to, and that'll get into there just fine. In here you don't need a water. For up here, you have to be careful. You don't need to water this part, but you can if you are paranoid. So there are 2 blocks. The block I'm looking at right there, and then the one below it right there. You want to place a piece of water there. That'll flow all the way to barrel. And then there's that one right there. That will flow all the way into here. You can water this up here if you want to. It's not needed, but you can do it if you want to. It doesn't do anything. You can place that there, as TNT does get placed there. Still, again, doesn't do anything if cannon does work properly. If that's just due to server. You don't need to water this at all. This is completely fine. The other big component is hammer. I believe this is hammer. Yes. So this you can just spam and you're good. For power, same thing. Didn't mean to break that. Simple as that. And that's cannon fully watered. I'll showcase the cannon without any protection blocks, as this is fully watered now and it should not blow up. I'm going to showcase 10 shots, aiming at the same obby walls that I did fire before, and to show that the past 10 shots did work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Changing guide or simply breaking a block if you want to. I should mention in the schematic, or in the description, there will be 2 schematics, one with water, one without water. Pick which one you want to. And simply turning on auto will fire cannon. OSRB is off. This first shot successful. This is currently without any protection blocks and it's firing just fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 shots in total. That's pretty much the entire cannon. Like I said, the schematic will be in the description, both the watered one and non-watered one. By default, OSRB is going to be off, and there will not be a lever on either cannon, as LemonCloud does not allow autos. But they do allow button spammers. Thank you for watching, and use this schem to your own discretion. If you use it on someone and they get the schem, or if they find this video and people have this cannon, they may use it on you, and it can be very lethal. If you do raid anybody with this cannon and make a raid edit out of it, please post it in the description, as I do want to see this cannon being used on the server, as it is a fun cannon to use. It does take some time to build, but it does the job very efficiently.